Well, even the best students, even the most enthusiastic students, they will lose focus, they will lose energy, they will lose drive. Trying to create a safe environment for the students would be to try to gain their trust. They will keep coming. In fact, just recently, just now, 2 students came to me and shared with me some things that I thought those are very precious that they want to share. And they wanted to get it off their chest. It felt as though they felt safe that they could share with me. And they left away a little comforted by that.
What students have said about her, about Doreen and how she's an inspiration to them, is that she helps them think critically, helps them solve their problems well, and also is very passionate. And so she passes on that passion to her students to help them concentrate and practice in class.
Whenever I see students expressing themselves that they want to know more, what I will do is that I will definitely show interest. I want to clarify with them the questions of why they ask this question and how this question can benefit them. And then with clarifying with them, they start to understand the motives or what I would say that their purpose of asking me the question. And then when I start to feed them with those answers to the question, they find it very useful. And I also observe a few incidents where this kind of student that come and ask me this kind of question, what they will do is that they'll ask more questions after that. And that really gives me the happiness of sharing with them more.
Henry ignites students' interest in learning through a variety of techniques. He engages them in classroom discussions, he encourages them to go deep into the subject matter and to understand more broadly how we solve problems in the business world.
What I try to emphasize to the students is that even if they give me the wrong answer, it's okay, because that gives me information that I haven't taught well enough, right? So I emphasize that in class repeatedly, and over the semester, the students they understand where I'm coming from, and then they start relaxing and responding without any fear of judgment. So that's how I create a safe environment for my students.
Statistics is a complex subject and difficult to grasp for many students. But Huey takes her time with all students and makes sure everyone understands and can move along with the class. She makes herself available to students and she's patient. There are always some students who are a bit scared of statistics, but then I always see student feedback saying that Huey reduced their fear and helped them through the subject.
I would discourage the use of the word boring. Everything has a value. Emphasize the importance of the topic. And life is like that. So you have to be willing to take on whatever comes to you. So it's not always very interesting and fun, but yet it's important. So once that is clear, then students are quite responsive.
She takes a very holistic approach to teaching and takes a genuine concern in her students and their overall development beyond just the content area knowledge that goes into the teaching of statistics. So I have seen for many years how she is a very patient, kind, and approachable instructor, and in the teaching of statistics in particular, these are essential characteristics.
To keep students engaged, and what I try to do is I'll use the participative approach to get students involved in the discussion. Now, many times I'm amazed at what they can actually contribute to the class, right? And you can see that the more they participate and involved in the discussion, you can see their enthusiasm to share their knowledge, especially those who are on internship, to share what they have learned.
Manfred is an expert in demonstrating the beauty of mathematics as a language of economic science. Students coming out of his class quickly realized that economics is much more than a challenging compulsory paper to tackle. On the contrary, they are awakened that they are making countless economic decisions anytime, anywhere, and use the mathematical tools such as opportunity cost, consumer surplus maximizations in their daily life without realizing it.
So I think humor is a very powerful tool in our teaching. Some humor will help to make the lesson more lively, but having said that, we need to use our humor a little bit sparingly. So normally my humor will not be more than 1 minute. And if possible, try to link the humor back to the subject. So if you can use acronym in your teaching, I think that will be a very useful tool to help students to remember the voluminous amount of information that they need to absorb and apply.
When he teaches, he does not simply get through the lesson and hopes the student learn enough to pass the exam. Instead, he instills deep understanding in them, the kind of learning that they will carry with the rest of their lives. Nicholas is an excellent storyteller. He makes abstract materials alive through telling stories of his experience and observations from the industry.
Lessons can be make interesting, but for example, by using role play without teaching anything. First, I want them to do an interview, all right, to find out the cause, all right. Then after that, after a few groups done already, then I explain the lessons, all right. Then tell them where are the things that they can improve on, etc. Then another few groups will do the role play again. Now with the new techniques they use. So in that case, they make the topic not so dry. Otherwise, you will just keep on reading what are the points when you conduct interview, what must you take note of. So when they actually do it, they find it interesting.
The qualities that make Ming Ki an excellent instructor include his disciplinary understanding, his use of educational technologies that engage students from a wide variety of backgrounds into the disciplinary matter, and his personality and the way he approaches learning and teaching, which is very active, open, and honest.